Good morning, everybody. This is Robert People of robertpeople.com, and you're listening to People Court. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th. How did I forget that? I just read something that said Valentine's. Pardon me. Dealing with allergies at this moment, so excuse me on that. But today, Friday, February 14th, 2020. Hope everyone is having a good start to your day. Good start to your day. One thing about Friday, and please pardon my sniffling and so on, is while I'm outside and I just got done running. It was a tough morning because I am struggling with something at the moment, but this is sort of what this is about today. Today is about pushing through when, on days you just don't feel like it. You're just not, you're not feeling it. The truth is, no matter what's going on in your life, whether you're following a dream or you're trying to achieve something, some other way, you're on a weight loss journey, you're trying to finish school, anything of that sort, you're always going to feel, there is always going to be a day when you simply are not feeling like doing it. It's very fortunate that people can find things that they always, would love to do, at all times, but not everybody's fortunate that way. Not everyone is lucky enough to have a dream or a goal where, 100% of the time they feel like doing. Really feel like doing it, and nothing else gets in the way. Either you're just not feeling it, or something else is happening in your life, and you have to really, spend some time addressing that, and that weighs down on you a little bit, is what's going on with me. So, whatever the case, at any rate, it's still important to remember to push through as much as you can. Push through, because things don't happen on days you feel like doing it. It's not always going to be easy. It's simply not going to be easy. Anybody who's ever done anything has had those days where not only have they not felt like doing whatever it was, but also they've simply wanted to quit. You get tired of, doing it every day and simply not seeing the results that you want. So it's important to just do your best and push through as best as you can. And it's tough. It can be really tough. My goal was 4.5 miles this morning. I did that. But of course I thought several times I wanted to just give up. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is sometimes. That is the way it goes. But remember, strength comes in when you push through on those days you don't feel like doing it. It's easy to work on the days you feel like it. It's very easy. But you have to understand that that's not when you're getting your strongest. It's by doing it when you feel like doing it. And it's tough. But what I would like to encourage you to do today is to just keep pushing. Especially it's Friday today, or you're at the end of your work week, and the weekend's right around the corner. Right, the weekend's tomorrow. Valentine's Day, you may be single, and you might be feeling a little something because you don't have someone at the moment. But those dreams and those goals, they're worth it. Go ahead and push through. They're worth your time. They're worth your energy. They're worth your effort. And anybody can quit. Anyone can quit doing something the minute it gets a little difficult, or the minute it gets tough, or the minute something doesn't happen exactly the way you want, or anything of that sort. But just remember, I say this again, I say it again. Strength comes on the days you don't feel like doing it. When you're able to push through on the days you don't feel like doing it, that's when you grow. That is when you grow. Because when you feel like doing it, some days, and this is just my 2 cents on this particular area, but on the days you feel like doing it, sometimes we tend to get a little complacent. We get complacent, and let's take, for example, when you're at the gym. Maybe you feel like you actually feel like doing it, but let's say you've reached that point of you've plateaued. In other words, you've gotten as strong as you're going to get at using one type of weight. So let's say if you're using the dumbbells and you're lifting, let's say 25s, Okay, and you've plateaued because 25s have become easy. 25s have become easier. You're getting through your sets with with little resistance. You're struggling some, but not as much as you were before. And in the back of your mind, you honestly can move up. You're ready to move up to 30s. Okay, and sometimes, as long as you feel like doing it, you may be at the type to just stay at 25s because that's just easier for you. But you have to go ahead and take that next step. Okay, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's similar to what I'm referring to, because it's all about pushing through when you don't feel like it, or not becoming complacent with what's working. Not becoming complacent. Putting all your effort in when you feel like it, but when you don't feel like it, putting none in, because it doesn't balance out very well. It averages, if you give 100% on the days you feel like it and 0% on the days you don't, that averages to what? 50%, right? So a whole lot when you want to, none when you don't want to, you're only going to get halfway there. And that's as great as you're going to do. So think about it that way. And I say that one more time. 100% when you feel like it's 0 when you don't, that equals 50. So the best you're going to do is half of where you're trying to get to, if that's your mindset. So continue pushing. Please push. Please push. Please push. On those days you don't feel like it, remember why you started. Before you quit, remember why you started. And that's going to be a short one today. I believe you get the idea, you understand. So this is Robert People of RobertPeople.com. Hope you have a good Friday, a good Valentine's Day, a good final day of work if you work tomorrow, a good, normal day of work. Whatever the case, just push through. Push through it any way you can. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week.